In this video, I'll be sharing what you should include in a case study for your design portfolio. I'll also show you an example of how I do this on my own portfolio site. Let's start with, what should you include in your case study? Of course, we want to show the final design assets shown in context. This means mocking up your designs to make them look as real as possible. For example, if it's an app, mock it up on an iPhone device. But we don't want to just include final work. We need to come up with an engaging title for the project. Remember that before someone even sees this portfolio project, they have to click on a link with either a thumbnail or a title of the project. Try not to use just the client's name or the deliverable you designed. A project called Website Redesign doesn't make someone want to click and learn more. Instead, try to distill down to the essence of the project. Then, in a few sentences, state the problem. What problem did you solve for the client? It also helps to include a research and inspiration section. For me, this might be sharing mood boards. And the most important is to show process. This can be sketches, wireframes, initial designs, anything that helped you get to the final design. Some designers go too far on the process, so be sure to only include a few key pieces that show the evolution of the project and how you came to your conclusion. When you put all of these elements together, you have a compelling case study that really shows the depth of your process and the strategic designer you are. Next, you'll see how I take these steps and implement them into a case study for my own portfolio site. I start with adding a title for the project and mention the problem I'm solving for the client. And in this case, I like to end it with a question. Then I add an inspiration and exploration section where I add just a few images that help express my design thinking. I divided up the inspiration images into 3 subsections: Concept 1, 2, and 3. This helps someone follow along and see I had 3 distinct conceptual directions for this project. The next step is to take those concepts and translate them into design. Once again, I divide these designs into 3 concept directions. In the final section, I add the finished designs. Spend time mocking up your designs, and if you have any links to where these can be found online, be sure to include those. Once I finished with the page for the project, I realized I needed to add a little section that links to it from my design portfolio page. I include a thumbnail, the title, a little blurb, and a link to the project. And here's how it turned out. I'll probably continue to refine elements on the page, but it's important to get something up. Next, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know, what are your thoughts on case studies? Did this video help you plan out your next case study? If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more.